Right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Mad. I'm your host always, Dwayne the Captain Cover, and we have another special Magic the Gathering episode with my two helpers this time. So Eleanor, can you say hello?
Hi!
And Shayna, out of kayfabe, which has been nice this time.
No, okay, mate.
Saying hello, so hello, Editor Shane.
Hello.
And we're going to do an unboxing. So again, we've wanted to do this for ages. So in this one, you get 9 of the 14-pack Magic the Gathering card play booster cards. You get 19 a traditional foil and regular lands. You get oversized spinner down life counter, 2 traditional foil extended art legends, as well as the box, obviously.
I like how they call it like a life counter slowed down. It's a D20.
Yeah, it's a D20.
It's a D20.
Pretty much is a D20 now. Like, all our Magic the Gathering, not Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons nerds and stuff like that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll get unboxing it then. Oh, hello. That is nice. Assistant Eleanor, can you just grab that for us, please?
Okay.
Thank you very much. That is nice. The first artwork, Sephiroth. And you might have to tell me who that is in the comment section because I do not know who that is. Shinyu? Oh no, I think that's just the artist on the
Final
card.
Fantasy we played, I think it's
7. Well, I played 7 and then that's about it, sort of thing. Yeah, and the reboot 7. There's literally about it, but the box is stunning. A little bit rubbish. Yeah, the box looks absolutely amazing. So let's have a look what we've got inside. We have
those are big boy D20
some nice counters, again, there's +1/+1s. Some more artwork, art cards, everything. Just Magic the Gathering sort of symbol. I should get that into shot, I should say, sorry. Some more, their poison counters. I'm not too sure what the other counters are, to be honest. So yeah, so we'll put that to one side. Alright, let's have a look at this bad boy then. So we've got, put there. Jesus wept, how big is that dice?
That's huge.
Jesus. That is nice though. That is a really nice D20.
That is quite nice.
I've never seen a dice that big though. That is just
I've seen
ridiculously.
bigger. I have a D100.
No, well, yeah, but
It's
you know
a
what I
ball.
mean. You know what I mean, size-wise, like that. So yes,
Yeah.
we got our packs: 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. And pop them to the top there. So how to cast spells and like attacking and blocking, just your normal like skill cards to tell you what you gotta do and how you actually play Magic the Gathering. So we've got Lightning Army of 1, legendary human creature. Okay, first strike, trample, lifelink, stagger. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player till your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double damage. Damn. 3/2, nice, very nice, that lot. So, what do you think, gang? Should we do the lands first with the 2 special cards, or should we do the packs?
I'll do that first.
Do the lands?
The land, yeah.
Alright, so let's do the lands. That does look really, really nice.
Because that, if that pops off, you're winning, mate.
Shayna, can you just... Thank you. Static there and that lot. So yeah, Lightning Army of 1, that's really nice. Shenlinda Yevon Architect Alkaline? I don't know. So we've got green white lifelink. Whenever another creature you control enters, put 1/1 count on that creature. If its power is less than Shendelin's power, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on it. Ooh, that's nice. So if it's 1/1, you get +2, put 1/1 counter on it. No, so you get put +2/+2. Whenever you enter, when another creature you control enters, put 1/1 counter on that creature if its power is less than Chandler's power. Otherwise, put 1/1 counter on. Oh, right. So if it comes in as like a 1/1, that gets +1/+1. But if it's a stronger monster, this gets +1/+1. Nice. That is really nice. Oh, look at these lands.
That's beautiful.
7th Heaven.
Amazing.
So you get 3 foil cards of lands each, which is really nice. Look at that swamp. Swamp's really nice. Mountains.
Oh,
Forest.
this artwork is like
Yeah,
incredible.
forest is the artwork is ridiculously good. Wasteland. The hell's a wasteland? Oh, that's your like non-coloured lands. That's nice. I've never seen one of them before. So white, blue, yeah, just the normal versions of these. And then yeah, basic land. I've never seen a basic land before. That is new. That is rather new. I quite like that. That's alright. Let's put that over there. Okay, maybe not.
Pop that in the box.
Yeah, let's put the land.
Pop that in the box.
Put the land in the box. Put the artwork just up there. We'll put the 2 foil counters, 2 cards just there. Right then. Pack number 1. Let's have a look. Should we try and figure out the magic, the Pokemon trick?
Yeah, do it.
So
No.
that's the art card. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is really
That's a
nice.
really nice art card. Right, is it 2 from the back?
No.
No, because
Yes.
that's the special card there, which I've already just seen then. It's alright. Let's get 2 from the back. Let's
You have
just
to
figure
remember,
out.
this isn't Pokemon.
I know, but I would just, this was Eleanor's whole idea. I want to do a card reading. So, right, call the mountain Chobo. Search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Create a 2/2 green bird token.
I've just realised you said Chobo instead of Chocobo.
Oh, I know what I meant, should have. Whenever
Take
land
that.
ends, thank you. Whenever lands in the battlefield, tokens +1/+0. Oh, look at that. Imperial City, another town. That's nice. What? Saboteur?
I genuinely thought that was the dill pickle from that one season of Fallout.
Saying a word. Reach landfall. Whenever land that you control enters, this deals 1 damage to opponent. That's nice. Choco Mong. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 turns of this. It's a
Mong.
3 creek Mong.
You added
Sorry.
an N.
Sorry. Yeah, it's a 3/3, and then Stampede. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. That's nice.
He's cute.
Foreberg, when entering into the battlefield, destroy a target creature that was dealt damage this turn. That's up to 2 target cards. That's nice. Bard's Bow. Job selects a equipped creature, gets +2/+1 reach, and there's a bard in addition to its other types. That's nice. 6. Christ. That's an expensive one to get onto, that is. Sages. Gets +1/+0 whenever this creature attacks. Untap a target attacking creature, and is a cleric. That's nice. Blitzball. Add 1 mana of any colour. Goal. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw 2 cards. Activate only if an opponent was dealt combat damage. Reach this turn. That's nice. Laughing mad. Draw 2 cards. Nice.
Again, the artwork on that is
Honestly, the artwork and all this is brilliant. Espen. This creature deals damage equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. Your graveyard target creature. Nice. I like how the summons are actual creatures as well. I really like that. Capital City. Another town. Shambling City.
I am going to try and tell you how to pronounce
Yeah,
words
Mutant
like that.
Horror. Enters tapped whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Yeah.
If there's a cover in the middle of the world.
Our first mythic rare. First mythic rare, everybody. That's nice.
It's cool.
Terra Magical Ambient. Whenever Terra enters, mill 5 cards and put up to 1 enchantment card milled this way onto the hand. Exile it for Esper Terra. 6/6 flying. Get 4 turns with this as well. Create a token that copies a target non-legendary enchantment you control against haste. If it's a sage, put up to 3 lore counters on it. Sacrifice at the beginning of your next step. Then add 2 white, blue, black, red, and green. Exile this card and return it to the battlefield front facing. Jesus, that is never ending then. That is literally never ending. That's nice.
Yeah, if you get that to pop off, you can literally have that never die.
Lucas Stadium, add put a counter on it. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a points counter from this artifact. Whenever a creature you control deals damage to an opponent, put a point counter on this artifact. Then if it has 10 or more counters on it, remove them all and that player loses the game.
That's bitchy. I like
So
it.
that you just get 10 counters on that, and then the other player's dead. That's nice, right? Then we will have that bad boy.
That's the sort of thing I'd do.
There.
Do you remember when we played the it was the Assassin's Creed one, and I kept on doing like the bitchiest, most annoying players?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the sort of shit I do.
Right then. Right, should we not do the 2 from the front, from the back again? Should we just leave it as is? Yeah.
Because it's not Pokemon.
I know. But we try and do the thing. Eleanor,
Thank you.
thank you. Right, so that's a nice token card there. So we'll put that with them. Right, so let's have a look. Missing an Elder. Whenever this enters 0/1 black wizard code token onto the back. When you cast a non-spell, this token deals damage. That's similar to the other red one we had. You are not alone. Gets +2/+2/+2, and then turn. If you control 3 or more creatures, it gets +4/+4. That's nice for a 1 land thing. Hectize. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. That's nice. Airship crash. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Ice magic. Tide. Blitz. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Blitz 2. Oh, it's the different spells. Blitz area, and then Blitz Saga or whatever it is. It's the different spells.
Oh, shit,
I
yeah.
never noticed that. Target creature owner shuffles its entire library.
Ooh,
Oh
I like that
no!
one.
Shuffle target creature owner shuffles into its library. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, like,
Well map. Sacrifice this creature. Search for a basic land. That's the infantry. Asher, Princess of Dalmatia. Legendary human though, human noble. Whenever it attacks, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. That's not bad. Gladorius. Don't know, that's from Final Fantasy 15 as well, so I'm not too sure that character. Enter, search your library for a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Whenever land enters you control, another target creature you control gets +2/+2 and trample. It's nice. Fenrir. Search your land for a basic land card. That's nice. Valkyrie aerial unit. Affinity for artifacts. This spell costs 1 less. Whenever this creature enters, throw fail 2, so you look to top 2 cards of your library. Titan. What the hell's a Titan? So mill 5 cards. Return all land cards from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. And to the end of turn, another target creature you control gains trample and X plus XX, where X is the number of lands you control. Very nice. Oh, it's Cloud, Tifa, and what's his name? Barrett. Take the elevator to create 3/1 colourless hero creature tokens. Take 59 flights of stairs. Tap up to 3 tight creatures. Put a stun count on them. That's nice. Another land. So no mythic in that one. But again, still very, very nice cards. We'll put them in the box. Alright, it's 3rd pack.
I'm gonna have a look at the dice because it's been.
You really like the dice, don't you?
I do really like the dice.
I like how we've all got a crowd as well. We've got a crowd opening this.
Yeah.
Right, Eleanor, you do that first, please.
Magic's great.
Magic is great. So wizard, can go into there. Right, so Infrit again. We've already seen Infrit. Paladin's arms.
I've just noticed the natural one is.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. So you need to go back out. That is nice.
Yeah, this doesn't have autofocus.
So yeah, Paladin's arms. Gets +2/+1 as ward and is a knight. Black Mage's rod. Equipped creature gets +0/+0 as whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature does 1 damage. And there's a lot of cards that creates one damage to the opponent. Commune with the beavers. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact, creature, or land card from amongst them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library. That's not bad. Guys, speak beaver. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Here we go. Enchantment, artifact, or creature. Enchant artifact or creature. Whenever this aura enters the battlefield, tap artifact and creature. And tap enchantment permanent. Enchantment permanent does not untap during its controller's untap step. An active ability can't be activated. So that's basically stuck. It's literally stuck there. Magic Pot. Whenever this creature dies, it creates a treasure token. It's nice. Crossroads Village, another special land. Ambrosia White Heart. Whenever Ambrosia White enters, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. And whenever land you control, this gets +1/+0. That's not bad. Oh, cactus. I thought it was the legendary cactus then for a minute. At the beginning of your end step, if this creature didn't enter the battlefield this turn, return it to his owner's hand. What?
Read it again.
So at the beginning of your end step, if this creature didn't enter the battlefield this turn, return to his own... Oh, so basically you put it down the first turn, it's fine. Then you attack, and then you just bring it down the turn after if it doesn't get killed.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's clever. That's really clever.
Again, I can imagine like some real bitchy players.
Oh yeah. And whenever this creature attacks, surveil 1. Side quest: Hunt the Marked. Whenever this attempt enters, destroy up to 1 target creature. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under an opponent's control this turn, create a treasure token. Then, if you control 3 or more treasures, transform this enchantment. Right, okay. What the hell is that? Yasmat Ultimate Mark. Sacrifice another creature until Yasmat gains indestructible to the end of turn. Jesus, went for a 5/6. That's just uncommon as well. My lord. Gilgamesh Master Art. Whenever it enters the battlefield, enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put any number of equipment cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. When you put 1 or more equipments onto the battlefield this way, you may attach them to a samurai you control. Nice, rare as well. Ultimate Time Sorceress. I think this is part of the thingy deck as well, actually. I think this is the starter decks. So at the beginning and end they pay that money to transform it. Yeah, I think this one is. I think we've seen this one in our last video. But still, 7/7 transform it. It's really nice like that. And then Baron Airship Kingdom. Very nice. And no mythics just yet from that pack, but again, there's some really good cards in this. I'm very pleased with this lot.
There's definitely some very interesting mechanics.
Yes, really interesting mechanics. And I'm very happy with these bad boys, I've got to admit. We've got another wizard.
Wizard!
Eleanor!
Wizard!
Let's put that into there. Let's have a look.
Oh, there was a on the back of that as well.
Alright. Warrior's Sword, we've seen that. Weapons Vendor. This creature enters, draw a card. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you control equipment, you may pay 1. When you do, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. That's nice. So basically, instead of paying it's 4, 5, 6, so that one's 5, you just pay the 1 to equip it. That's nice. Fight on. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Blitzball Shot. Target creature gets +3 against trample. Very nice. Magic Dampener. Target creature you control gets +1/+1. Gains hexproof. Very good. And tap it. Lunatic Pandora. Tap 2 for survival 1 and tap 6 on this. Destroy target non-land permanent. Christ. Instant Ramen.
Scrying up, lad. Scrying up, lad.
Whenever this enters, draw a card. Sacrifice it to gain 3 life. That's not bad. Rider's Return. You can choose 1 creatures you get +3 to the end of the turn. Return to 2 type permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Very nice. Phantom Train. Sacrifice another artifact or creature. Put a 1/1 counter on this vehicle. It becomes a spirit artifact creature in addition to its other types to the end of turn. Very nice. Rider Summon a Mist. Whenever it lands into the battlefield, you discard a card. If you do, draw 1. Return target Sage card with mana X value from your graveyard to the battlefield for the finality counter on it. It gains haste to the end of turn. Nice. Emperor of Palmesia. Add blue or red. Spend this mana only on non-creature spells. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put 1/1 counter on Emperor of Palmesia. Then if it has 3 or more 1/1 counters on it, transform it to Lord Master of Hell. Jesus. Starfall. Whenever the Lord Master of Hell attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. Damn. With 3/3 plus whatever the 1/1 counts on it as well. Oh, there we are. Another. That is from our base set as well. So as long as it's attacking and its first strike must be blocked. Has if a creature die caused a triggered ability to this card creature or enable you to own an emblem you own to trigger. Shut up. That ability triggers additional time. Oh, that's nice. Stolen uniform. Choose target creature you control and target equipment. Gain control of that equipment to turn the turn. Attach it to the chosen creature. When you lose control of the equipment this turn, if it is attached to a creature you control, unattach it. That's not bad. So you get it. You'll lose it just after the turn in, but that's nice. No, there's lots of towns. There's a lot of cards saying about towns boosting other ones up. Very nice. Right. I do hope you're enjoying us geeking out as much as we are. Eleanor,
That.
Robot Warrior.
Yeah, I immediately saw a robot and I'm like, yes, my boy.
So
Fucking love robots.
item shopkeep. I think we've seen this again in the base set. So whenever you attack, target equipment gets menaced in a turn. Face of the Sun Crystal. Spell costs 2 less to cast if there's a target tapped creature. Destroy target non-land permanent. That has been in the main set. So Malabora.
On your head.
Ginless greens. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever you land and controls enters, take +1. Flashback 6 or 7. Dreams of Lungia. To draw a card. Flashback's not too bad. What the hell is that? Iron Man. Flying Death Touch and tap 3, sacrifice another creature, draw a card.
I don't know what that is, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, the artwork is just ridiculous. Relentless X Atom 092. Robot Spider. This creature can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Damn.
Robot Spider, what is this? Wild Wild West?
Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped with an infinity counter on it. That's nice. Coral Sword. You know this creature into the enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains first strike. It's +1/+0. Very easy, simple one. Eject. This spell can't be countered. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That's nice.
I love how they call that reject.
Eject.
Just
eject.
Well, I mean, still has the same energy of, hey, you know that thing there?
You can go.
Piss off.
The Wandering Minstrel. Lands you control enter tapped. Ooh, I don't know about that. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature token that's all coloured. 3 + white, blue, black, red and green. Other creature you control gets +0 +X +X. The end of turn where X is the number of towns you control.
That's very situational.
Yeah, that's a bit... Oh, here we go. Another Mystic. Another Mythic Rare. Equipped creatures has base power and toughness XX, where X is your life total. If you've got 2020 life still, that is a 2020 monster. Damn.
What the fuck?
That's nice. Ooh.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to put that there. Oh, let's get rid of that rubbish there.
Don't call my man over there rubbish. I'll
No. This.
That was...
That's nice. Full artwork. We'll keep that on that. Legendary creature, human knight. First strike, vigilance, and lifelink. Aura and equipment spells you cast cost 1 less. Keeping that on the battlefield because that looks stunning. That was really nice. And hill giants again with another swamp. So that's nice. Our second mythic rare. Very, very nice. I tell you what, some of these cards, I've got ideas and ideas of what decks we could be playing with these bad boys. Honestly, right then. We have 1, 2, 3, or 4 packs left.
Out of the cards you've already done, I already have my favourite card.
Oh yeah. Right, and let's. Oh, I can't open this one because this one's being a bit of a pain. Right. Surprised we ain't got no more art cards. Oh, speak of the devil. I was going to say, I'm surprised we ain't got no more art cards, but.
Nice, got that art card.
Yeah. That's our second art card. That's nice.
That is nice.
That is really nice.
I
Don't know.
prefer the other one.
Yeah, the other one's a bit more.
The other one's more my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
In that it's chaotic as shit. But...
Combat tutorial. Target player draws two cards, puts a 1/1 counter on top, on up to 1 target creature control. That's nice. Blazing bomb.
I love him.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a 1/1 counter on it. Blow up, sacrifice this creature. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Activate only as a sorcerer. That's nice. Gale Cat. They only got cat card.
Flying Neo.
Yeah. Flying Vigilance. As long as you control 2 or more artifacts, this creature gets +2/+0. Nice. Sephiroth's Intervention. That was from the start deck again. Destroy target creature. Goobaboo Gardener. Just a basic card with tap it, you gain a green. Nice. Town Greeter. Whenever this creature enters, mill 4 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. If you put a town card into your hand this way, you gain 2 life. Nice. Sinner Pat. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. If that spell is X counter this way, exile it instead of putting it into the owner's graveyard. Okay, that's not bad. Cargo Ship. Flying Vigilance. Tap this. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate ability. And cruise 1. That's nice. Opera Love Song. Exile. Choose one to exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards to your next end step. Or up to 1 or 2 target creature you control gets +2/+0 to the end of the turn. It's not bad. Circle of Power. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. But create a 0/1 black crew token. Whenever this deals 1 damage. Whenever wizards you control +0/+1 and gain lifelink to the end of the turn. Telia Great Sage. Damn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colourless hero creature token. If 4 more mana was spent to cast that spell, draw 2 cards. If 8 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, sacrifice Telia and it deals that much damage to each opponent. Very nice. Another rare Dark Crystal. Black spells you cost 1 less. If a non-creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it and you gain 2 life. Put target creature card exiled with the Dark Crystal onto the battlefield, tapped under your control with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Very nice. And then we got another Goober Gardener. So again, very, very nice. I'm very happy with these. So many ideas, so many different decks we can be building with these bad boys.
Yeah, you're going to be doing some mad decks.
I am, I'll proper
after this, you're going to be like, right.
Leave me alone. Yeah, leave me alone for a couple of hours. I've got some building to do.
Some work to do.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you. Another treasure token with a 1/1 token hero. We've got Retrieve the Esper. Create a 3/3 blue robot warrior artifact creature. Then if this spell was cast from a graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters on it. Nice. Call the Mountain Chocobo again. So land, go to, yeah, I've seen that one. Oh, we've got a normal card of Ethereal Rescue Mission. Undercity Dire Rat. Rat Trail. Whenever this creature dies, create a treasure token. Nice. Very simple. Fat Chocobo. Again, I think that was in either the packs or the deck.
Sorry, looking at that artwork from this angle, I thought it was fucking Oogie Boogie from that.
No.
For a second there.
Leopold Scout. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature gets +1/+1 at the end of the turn. Adventurous Airship. Whenever this vehicle attacks, draw a card and discard a card. 2. Dragon's Lance, I'm sure I've seen that one. It's +1/+0 and there's 9 additional other types. What the hell is that? Diamond Weapon. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent card in your graveyard. Damn, okay. Reach and immune. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to Diamond Weapon. Jesus wept. So it costs 9. But if we've got loads of stuff in the graveyard, you could literally have it for 2. It's an 8/8. Ether. Exile this artifact. Add a water. When you next cast an instant sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell and you may choose a new type for that copy. Nice. Restores 20 MP. That's nice.
Yeah, that's very useful.
Self-destruct. This target creature you control deals X damage to any other target and X damage to itself, where X is the power. That's a bit risky.
Yeah.
Oh, Tifa! We've got a Tifa! Legendary creature, human monk, trample landfall. Whenever land you control enters, double Tifa's Lockhart's power to the end of turn, 1-2. So you'd want to equip her up something rotten.
Yeah.
And go for the final act. And to the end of turn, target creature you get +1 naught and gains. Whenever this creature dies, put 1/1 counter on. A counter is equal to its power on top of target creature. And we have another shiny rare. But again, we have Tifa and a full art card with the rest of them. That's nice. I don't think anybody I know so far has got a full art of Tifa, so I'm very happy with that one. 2 cards left, 2 packs left.
Yeah, shocked the others will be like, oh,
I am. I really
what
am.
I got, motherfucker.
I really am.
I'm over for Mythic, but I'm a big fan of like this guy over here.
Yeah. Oh, we got another art card. Oh, so it tells you on the back how many art cards there is. So that this one is number 13 out of 53. Eleanor, thank you. So this art card is. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Add that to the art cards there. Ice Fang. Enters the tap target creature, opponent controls, put a stun counter on it, so it just stays there. Suplex. Choose one, super deals 3 damage to target creature. If that creature will die this turn, exile it instead. Cloudbound Moogle. Whenever this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature.
Okay, so that just reminds me what they're called.
The Moogles, yeah.
Get Moogle up here.
Oh, yeah, that's Moogle, yeah.
Let's get the Moogle up on front.
Concerned by black mages again. Sacrifice a creature. Perishes wanderings. There we are. Put it to the battlefield tap. Search your library for this way. Put 1 counter on it. Nice. Ice magic. There's that other one again. I do like that. Sid. Hey, I remember Sid from playing God knows how many games. Artifact creature and hero you control gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control on each artifact card in your graveyard. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid. Oh, you literally just pound the bleeding deck out with Sids. That's brilliant. Demon Wall.
Turn up to a magic like tournament with like, hi, here's my Sid deck.
Yeah, Sid decks. So Magic Wall, Menace, Defend. As long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't. Play 6 and put 2 counters on it. That's nice. Omega Heartless Evolution. When Omega enters, for each opponent, tap up to 1 target non-land permanent opponent controls. Put X stun counters on each of those permanents, and you gain X life, where X is the number of non-basic lands you control. So if you blist out all your monsters, you just Snow Villager. Hey, hang on. Snow Villager. Snow Villager's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. That's nice. You can deck out your creatures. Very nice. Slitzen Moogle Merchant, lifelink, and tap this and 2. Target opponent gains control of another target permanent you control. Nice. Oh, hello. Another full art. Lightning Lone Commander. If a creature attacks causes a trigger ability or a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers additional time. That's nice. And retrieve the Esper again with another Gongang Reactor Town. Nice, so we will have that one just there. And last but not least, we have the final card.
So not least, what's supposed to be like the lamest one?
I know, I'll be pissed. I would absolutely be pissed. But saying that, what we've got so far,
there's a lot.
I'm having a field day with some of these.
There's a lot of deck building potential with these.
And last pack to take off, Meth, thank you.
Again, you've got to try and make a Sid deck.
Oh yeah, I'd love to try and make a Sid deck. So haste magic. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains haste in a turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next turn. Nice. Slasher Light. Slasher Light deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipments you control. Type creature, sorry. Restful Revelation. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put them onto the put them into your hand. The rest of your graveyard. Gran Pulse Occua. Death Touch and tap 8, and to the end of turn that creature gets +1/+1 for each permanent card in your graveyard. So again, just shitloads of like +1/+1s. Quinn Merchant. 1 tap, draw a card and discard a card. Tap 7, sacrifice this creature, draw 3 cards. Its ability costs 1 less tactic for each town you control. So you've got again loads of towns that cost nothing, you just sacrifice it and draw a load of cards. Town Greeter we've already seen. Iron Giant, Vigilant Reach and Trample, nice. Judge, Magistrate, Grabranth, whatever it is. Menace, whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put 1/1 counter on him, nice. Choco Comet, Choco deals X damage to any target, create a 2/2 green bird token, with whenever land enters, gets +1 +0. Gia Van Bounder. Enter the battlefield, choose one. Each player sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Each player sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. Very nice. Side quest: Raise a Chocobo. Whenever the enchantment enters, create 2 green bird code tokens. It gets +1 +0. At the beginning of your first main phase, you control 4 more birds. Transform this into Black Chocobo, 2/2. Whenever this permanent transforms to Black Chocobo, search your library for a land. Brought to the library or tapped. Whenever a land you control enters, bird controls you get. Oh.
You're struggling today.
Birds you control get +1 +0 at the end of the turn. That's nice.
I blame the heat.
Yeah.
That's why we got the fan on in the background.
Yeah.
Sorry if that's been permeating through that.
Cerberus. Nice. 3/3 and then Surveilling 1. Double. Whenever you next cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it and you may choose a new target of that copy. And then triple. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you copy it twice. Nice. Another Circle of Power. That is really nice. There we are, shiny Circle of Power. And go to the Town of Ruins. So there we are. That is the bundle for the Final Fantasy deck. The Final Fantasy bundles. And what we've got, I think that is a cracking lineup there and that lot. And you will be seeing these in some decks when we do a video of just the deck battles. So yes. And I'd like to say thank you very much to my helpers, Rocket Raccoon Eleanor. Say thank you, say hello and bye bye.
Hello, bye bye.
Ed, Statboy Shane, thank you very much for joining us and helping us.
Hey.
And yes, we'll see you all in another episode of Marvel Mad and some more Marvel Mad magic. So thank you very much and goodbye.